you know what time it is? It's the King Ducky Show. Crackle out into the can like you don't give a fuck. Come on. I can't hear you quacking, y'all. Come on, quack. 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 Quack.
Welcome back to the Out of Place podcast, everybody. My name is King Ducky, and welcome to the King Ducky Show. I just want to go ahead and thank Steven one more time for allowing me to be on this podcast and allowing me to entertain you guys as much as possible for as long as possible. It's been a crazy couple months, hasn't it? Gas prices skyrocketing, things that happen in Uvalde, women can't choose what to do with their bodies, guns are getting changed, whole bunch of shit that's just got you like, what the fuck is going on? And you just hate to see it. Recently, we've had some fun stuff like President Biden falling off his bike, can't keep coercive sentences together. And it's just like, why? Why is the world the way it is? But I will tell you, the best place to be at a time like this, when you're just sitting at a gas station spending $50 just to get half a tank, is to chill out here in the Out of Place podcast. The last Out of Place podcast episode was absolutely hilarious. Steven, it sounded like you had a cold there for a minute. I don't know. Your voice sounded kind of high. I don't know what happened. It's okay, though. I'm glad Britt was able to do that. And plus, Britt sounds like my boss. Could be confusing, but I'm not going to say nothing. Over on the Twitch side, it's not much better. Twitch and gaming in general. Twitch is forcing everybody to lower how much money they're making. Well, at least the big streamers, at least. Not like me. I'll still be making the same amount of money. Voice acting is getting crazy. COVID's coming back. I don't know if you guys realize that, but everybody I know is catching it again, and I've also caught it. I caught it last month, which wasn't fun. I literally caught it the day after I did my stuff for the Brit episode. It wasn't fun, but it was a lot easier than both of the other times that I've caught COVID. I've caught it 3 times, been vaccinated 4 times now. It's fun. Fun. I don't get the vax because the government told me to. I get it just because I'm trying not to catch it again, because the first 3 times sucked. I don't want to do it again. It's not fun. So anybody who has COVID, I'm sorry. I understand what you're going through. Andrew Tate has a class where you can learn to become a douchebag, and all sorts of stuff is happening. Like, what is going on? It's okay, though. So how is everybody doing, honestly? Like, are y'all sleeping right? Are y'all eating? Ladies, I just want to talk about something real quick. How are y'all feeling about this whole overturn of Roe versus Wade? I honestly think it's kind of bullshit. I feel like women should have the choice to do whatever they want to do with their bodies, whether it's from getting a tattoo to all the way up to getting abortion. They should choose what they get to do. If I can choose to go get a tattoo, they should be able to choose to get rid of their babies if they want to, because sometimes it's not even a choice. You either do it or you die, or if you don't do it, the baby dies, some shit like that. There's a lot of things that happen. A lot of things that are problems that could happen in the pregnancy, after the pregnancy, all sorts of shit. And I am sorry on the behalf of all of the people who probably treated you guys like shit on Twitter, on whatever site that you're on, saying that all sorts of random, inappropriate, honestly disrespectful bullshit. But that's just my opinion. And banning of contraceptives. I don't even know if this is a real thing. Like, I've looked it up. I can't find anything. But if they try to get rid of condoms and IUDs, I don't know if that's the right word for it, but like birth control pills, like, they just want people to get pregnant. Or they're forcing guys to get a vasectomy and women to get their tubes tied. It's fucking stupid as shit. My friend over on Discord, he sent me a link saying the reasons our grandparents have lived so long is due to STDs. So we have a running thought that the government wants everybody to be immortal, and that's why they're banning contraceptives, is so that everyone will start catching STDs. And if that's how you be immortal, I don't want to be immortal. Immortality is not fun. That's why vampires are so mad. Because they have an STD. Probably doesn't sound like a good idea. Honestly, if they start to ban contraceptives, I'm probably going to go out and just buy a whole bunch of condoms, then open up an underground condom shop and just sell condoms out of my garage. Condoms, IUDs, birth control, you name it. I got you. So I'm sitting there hanging out with this chick before she goes into work. I drove her to work and I'm like, hey, why don't we move things a little bit faster here? And I move in for a kiss, right? 5 seconds of just grabbing her head to try and pull her into me. Next thing I hear is, sir! I look over to my right, nothing. I turn the radio down thinking it's my music. I look over to my left outside my driver's side window. Here this lady is yelling at me, "Sir!" I turn my music down a little bit, right? And I roll down my window. And I'm like, "Can I help you?" She's like, "Sir, you shouldn't do that where people can see." I was like, nobody can fucking see. I'm all the way on the other side of the Walmart parking lot where my people are parking. Literally just us here. I don't know why you're over here. She's like, "My kids are watching." I was like, "Oh, good. Teach them how to treat a woman." They're all little girls. And I was like, do I look like I give a fuck? I guarantee like half of those will like women. That's just how world is today. And she's like, "Sir, if you do not stop that, I will call the authorities." I said, "You know what? If I see you come drive by my car again, I'm just going to end up fucking this woman in my car." She's like, "You wouldn't." I was like, "Fucking watch me." I look over to the girl and she's laughing her fucking ass off. She did not expect this to happen. And this lady still just going off. I just go ahead, turn the radio back up, roll the window up as she's talking. And I just start talking to my friend again. She drives off. So we're like, "Oh, ha 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 ha, funny, right?" No. So as she gets out of the car to go into work and do her thing, and I drive off, apparently she drives back around to harass her a little bit. I have no idea why. And then as I'm leaving the parking lot, I see her truck and like all four of them with a phone out recording. And I'm like, there's no way they know this is my car. Like 7 people in my town drive this car. Lo and behold, she follows me fucking home. And as soon as I get in my car, she's fucking sitting there laughing. And then after I see that they all have their cameras out and they're laughing at me, and I'm like, "Why are you guys laughing?" She mimics that she can't hear me with her ears. So I just walk up right up to her truck and I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck is your issue? Is this how you're going to teach your little girls how to act when they see something they don't like? Teach them to follow people home?" I literally told her, I was like, "That's how you get shot, right?" She's like, "Well, you're not going to shoot me." I was like, "No, because I'm not fucking insane. But do you not know what world we live in these days? There was no idea you could have known that I wouldn't have shot you. Shot you and all sorts of stupid shit and like blew up your car, shit. Like people do some crazy shit when people drive up to their houses or follow them home. Very paranoid world we live in." And she's like, "Well, I just wanted to get your license plate and your house information so I could put it on Facebook." I was like, "Go ahead, put it on fucking Facebook. I don't give a shit, but do it like after I get in my car. Be more sneaky about it. I knew you were following me home because you were on my ass the whole time." Just insane how crazy people get. Guys, if anyone listening to this podcast is a Karen like that, if you're going to follow somebody or if you're going to do your Karen thing, I'm not outing you. I'm not telling you to change your ways. If that's what you like to do, go for it. Don't follow somebody home when they know that you're following them home. Don't get hurt or do get hurt. Honestly, I don't give a fuck, but I hope that you guys stay safe. But I'm just some dude on the internet, so you don't have to listen to me. Yeah, that's insane. Like, I get the whole yelling at me in the parking lot, blah, 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 calling the cops. I don't care. I mean, that makes sense. But like, bitch, you were crazy. Don't do that shit. I got one more thing I want to bitch about today. That's HR 1808. I know every pro-gun guy here in all of the world is like, "Oh no, HR 1808, it ain't gonna pass." It fucking looks like it will. See, I'm not like that kind of pro-gun guy, but I like my gun. I keep it. I use it to keep me safe when I'm driving, when I'm traveling, because I travel 4, 5, 6 hours away from home for work. So I like to have my firearm on me. And with this whole HR 1808 thing, it's going to ban pretty much every firearm, assault rifle, pistol, anything that you can push a button and the magazine falls out. Like, what? That's like 95% of firearms. That is insane. Like, even my small little Taurus G2C, fucking, it holds like 10 rounds, 11 with one in the chamber. It takes a freaking detachable ammo feeding mechanism, is what they called it in HR 1808. Like, we're gonna have to go back to the fucking Wild West type shit. Fucking everybody carrying around revolvers, carbines, and shotguns. Stuff where the ammo fits inside the firearm. Like, that's gonna stop anybody. I can go on YouTube right now and find at least 5 videos of how to make my own gun. Like, anyone who's trying to do something stupid with guns is gonna care about HR 1808. You're just taking safety out of everybody else's hands. Like, I know some of you guys don't use guns. I know some of you guys don't give a shit. me and my family, I pretty much grew up on a gun range ever since I was old enough to hold one in my hands. My dad, my mom, they always took us out there. They taught us the 3 rules of gun safety. Know what's behind your target. Don't point your firearm at something you don't want to shoot. Stuff like that. These things have been in my life and been protecting me, my family, and my home for God knows how long. But now they want to make it to where we can't even have these types of things. They want to make it to where, oh, you're limited to 6 shots now, or you're limited to 4 shots now, shit like that. And that's not going to be beneficial to anybody because you know what? Criminals are still going to get these types of guns, the AR-15s, the pistols with the detachable magazines, fucking anything. They're going to get whatever the fuck they want, just like they have been since the beginning of goddamn time. You want to know why? Because they're doing it fucking illegally. They don't give a shit about a law. People overdose on meth and heroin and crystal meth and shit like that. I don't know shit about drugs, but people overdose on that shit every day. Like they give a shit about your laws. Only people who give a shit about laws are the law-abiding citizens. The people who are gonna get fucked over for this. I guess that's it for me today. That's the end of my bitching. I'll see you guys next month. I hope you all know that I'm proud of you. And Chase, I like your haircut. Looks good on you. Thank you.